Hi y'all, it's your Star Goddess. Happy Vlogtober day 5. Okay, so I want to do like an outfit of the day because I know I'm always sitting down. Y'all never get to see what I got on. And so I put the camera up here on my dresser and I'm gonna just give y'all a sneak peek of my little fall outfit, fall-ish outfit. So I'm gonna back up. Hopefully y'all can see me because I'm really tall. We gotta back up really far. Okay. So, y'all see me? Okay, so I'm on this really cute poncho from Route 21. And then I have on just a gray tank top underneath, just to have something on underneath. Then I have some black leggings from Route 21 as well. And then I have just some tan booties. And I think I got these from Target last year. So this is my little outfit of the day. Hopefully you can see my shoes. I tried to lift them up like this, but yes, this is it. So now y'all know what I look like. I'm 5'9.5", so I'm almost 5'10", y'all. So I'm kind of tall, so that's why I have to like back up really far and show y'all. But now I'm back in my normal position. This is the position y'all always see. I know, I'm getting tired of it too. I would go upstairs more, but it's not light enough up there. The lighting is not good. Okay, so now that I've gotten that out of the way, yes, I bought these clothes in the summertime and got this poncho for $5, y'all. And it's not a long sleeve, well, of course it's not a long sleeve poncho, but I love the colors. They're really fall and it's really pretty. I got this for $5 on clearance at the beginning of the summer. So I was telling y'all in some other videos to shop clearance at the end of summer to get your fall clothes. That way you don't have to go shopping for fall. You just pull them out your drawers. These were still in the package because I didn't even take them out of the package until we got sweater weather. So I also have some maroon leggings from Route 21, as well as a little pug sweater. It's kind of rust colored, and another poncho somewhere in there. I don't know. But okay, so let's get on with it. It is October 5th. It is my grandmother's birthday and she has passed away. So I want to honor her and remember her today. So I'm going to go get her picture and start to set up my ancestral altar early because I usually do it 2 weeks before Dia de los Muertos, but I'm going to start early because my husband has been lighting my candles that I bought for my altar, trying to think it's gonna make the house smell good. He doesn't know anything about this kind of stuff, y'all. I know everyone asks me, is your husband a pagan? No. So he lit one of my Dia de los Muertos candles and thinking it would make the house smell good. I'm like, this is not a scented candle. This is for my altar for Dia de los Muertos. So I blew it out and I said no. Anyway, so he told me recently that he had a bad dream, not really bad, but like a disturbing dream about his brother who had passed, and his brother was homeless and he was trying to find him like an extended stay like motel room, and they were having trouble finding one, getting the funds together in the dream, and so his brother was kind of stuck out. And I was like, you know, that was probably your brother visiting, telling you that he needs, you know, spiritual currency, or, you know, for you to put his picture up and like give him an offering, or, you know, some spiritual currency, because on the other side, sometimes, you know, they're not living well because no one is like keeping their memory alive. They're not getting fed, you know, that energy from their families. If this is what you believe, a lot of people believe this, so they'll burn like spiritual currency to a deceased, or they'll put money on their altar, or they'll put like offerings like food and stuff. So I told him this, I explained this to him, and he was just looking at me like I was crazy. He was like, I said, well, there is a reason you had this dream. There's a reason you told me the dream, so I can interpret it for you so you can help your brother. But if you want to ignore it, you know, that's on you. But he did reach out to you, among all people, because he probably knew that you had a wife that will understand what to do for you or for him. But if you ignore it, you know, I can't overstep your boundary to help your brother if you don't, you know, if you don't want to do it. So he didn't really say anything about it. I just said, well, find a picture and we'll put some coins and light a candle, maybe put some dollars around. And he was just looking at me crazy. He's like, because like me and my husband, we don't really talk about what I do. He just sees me doing weird stuff all the time and he don't ask. It's like don't ask, don't tell around here. And so many people have had that dream before, and it means that their ancestor or their deceased loved one needs currency on the other side. Now, my grandma is rich on the other side, y'all, because I saw her in a dream. She had on like a really nice pink suit and a hat, and she loved like church hats, and she loves like suits and stuff. She had on a pink suit, a really nice church hat. She looked very happy. She had money. She looked like she had won the lottery, y'all. But she came to me last year to let me know that she was okay, because I had made I have an ancestor altar for her, and we lit candles. She's with all my other deceased loved ones, and no one had ever done that for her. My mom has an altar, but she doesn't even know it's an altar, because it's funny how people have an altar and they don't even know it's an altar. Have you ever been to somebody's house? They're not a witch, they're not pagan, but they have like this table full of pictures and candles and just memories and stuff like that. They have a table like that in their house, and they don't even know it's an altar. And my mom has this wall over a shelf, and it's all the pictures of the people who have died. And she has Christmas lights hanging, like bordering it, and she has like crosses and stuff like that. And I said, that's your ancestor altar. And she's like, my what? I was like, yeah, you made an altar. And she's like, no, I didn't. I was like, she said, that's my wall of memories. I was like, no, that's your altar, your ancestor altar. So she was like, oh really? I was like, yeah, you built an altar. And she was like, oh, okay. I said, you know, on their birthdays and, you know, close to Halloween, you should light a candle up there. And like, and she was like, oh, she's not into that either. But she, like, a lot of people don't even know that they're building altars, and they are. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go search for my husband's brother's picture, because he has an obituary somewhere in his office. And I'm going to go find it, because I feel like that message that came through him was for me to actually do something about, because no one else in his family knows what to do. So I figured, you know, it's the least I could do. I'm very like in contact with like spirits, and sometimes when spirits don't contact me, they contact other people to give me messages as well. It's weird. It's like my daughter will dream of people that she's never met that have passed, and tell me what they said. It's just weird. And then sometimes I'll get them directly. Sometimes I'll get them in dreams, and I get them a lot in readings when I read, because when I'm reading, I'm in my channel zone. So I'm very open at that point. And I use my cards and I use my pendulum to communicate. So I don't think I'm just pulling random stuff out of the air. When you do the cards, you know, the spirits, deceased, the ancestors, they guide the cards into the messages they want you to know. If y'all hear something, they are trimming trees outside today, so I'm sorry. And also it's garbage day. If y'all hear something, that's what that is. Okay, so let's go to my mortuary story, because I know that's what y'all are waiting for. Let's see. A funny, no, a scary. I don't know if I have too many scary mortuary stories, because like, I'm not scared of stuff like that. So it's not scary to me, but I've spent many nights alone in a funeral home with the deceased. Let me think of a good one. Oh, I got a funny one. Well, I'll just tell y'all the whole story, okay? So, There is this guy. He was like an older man. He was probably in his 60s, close to 70s. And he had passed away. And he lived in a garage apartment upstairs from like someone's house. And they just rented out that garage apartment to him, right? He hadn't come down for a few days. He missed work. You know, people started looking for him. So the landlord went up there. No. The landlord called his ex-wife. And his ex-wife went up there and found him dead. He was lying in bed. Okay, I'm going to try to be as respectful as I can. But you have to understand, from a mortician's point of view, this is what we see. Because we're there when, you know, right after the police or the medical examiner or coroner. So they call us to come pick up the deceased. And the garage apartment is on a narrow staircase all the way up, very steep. So we have to carry our gurney up a steep set of stairs. We get all the way up there. His ex-wife is there. She's not even crying, y'all. Obviously they were separated because she didn't live there either. So we set up the gurney. She's not even crying. She's just like, basically, hurry up, y'all wasted my time, come on. She did not care anything about this guy. He must have did her dirty. Anyway, so we were all appalled at the fact that she wasn't even crying. She was like, hurry it up, you know, you know, you're wasting my time. So we hurried him up. But he had died watching television in bed, eating a can of soup. He choked on whatever he was eating. I don't know if he had a heart attack and choked, but he choked or something. And he just was laying there in his tighty whities with the bowl of soup still next to him, and like he had vomited a little bit. And that's how he was found dead. The TV was still on. It was fall, so it wasn't too hot, and his air conditioner had been left on, so he didn't decay. I think he was up there for about 3 or 4 days. So we loaded him on the gurney, you know, put the sheet over him and stuff, because he didn't have any clothes on. We can't dress them. We have to take them as they are. So that's what we did, and we covered him up in a sheet and, you know, strapped him on. And the police was there, you know, just to write down if anything looked suspicious, and it didn't. It just was like a natural death. So me and my partner, because you always go with someone just in case. Sometimes you go alone, but you're really supposed to have another funeral director with you or an assistant. So we're getting ready to take this gurney down this steep set of stairs with a body on it. And so me being a female, and I was a lot smaller than y'all. I was skinny, y'all. I was like, not skinny, but I was like slim, okay? So I'm like trying to carry this gurney. I'm on the bottom and the guy's on the top. So we asked the police officer, would you mind helping us? And he's like, I'm not touching that. I'm not touching a dead person. I'm like, you're a police officer, come on. And so he would not help us, y'all. So we had to do it on our own, and we had to go step by step, down, and finally we got to the Suburban. We used the Suburban when I worked at this certain funeral home to load the bodies in the back. So we load the body, and we get into the Suburban and to get ready to drive away, and the police officer comes up to the window and starts talking to us or something. And my boss, who I worked for at the time, he was a weed smoker, y'all, and he would leave, like, I know I told you this is I'm not even gonna tell y'all the name of this funeral home, but my boss was legal big time, y'all, and he would smoke weed and leave the roaches or the little butts on the dashboard in the ashtray of the Suburban. And so I see the little roach sitting up there on the dashboard, y'all, not even in the ashtray. So the cop is like not, he hadn't looked at it yet because he's preoccupied with, you know, what just happened. So I had to snatch it, put it in my pocket, and hope for the best. He didn't see it. And so I'm like, I was upset because I have to drive this vehicle. What if I get pulled over? They gonna think it's mine. So every time after that, I would search the vehicle, make sure there was no, you know, weed or anything. So that's my mortuary story for the day. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all later, and many blessings. Happy Vlogtober. Bye.